Thank you. Please be seated. Prefect joke of the day is, did you hear about the kidnapping at school? Don't worry, he woke up.
Very good, Ivy. Kidnapping, like it. Good morning, everyone. So this morning, a couple of things we're going to do. First up, I'm going to ask Mrs. Milne to come and talk about our first round of academic colours. Thank you.
Good morning. It gives me great pleasure this morning to ask Mr. Robertson to present ties to a group of grade 12s in the first of 3 rounds of senior academic colours. But before I do, I wanted to announce the current standings of the Academic Shield competition, which makes up the academic portion of the Interhouse Challenge. This is one award where every single one of you is contributing to your house. Each term, we use your academic average and effort average to give each person a score, and on their academic progress, we average this across the house and then compare the houses. After 3 terms, Interhouse points are awarded and the Academic Shield is presented on closing day. The top houses for the first term are as follows. In the boys' competition, in second place, Lake's House. And in first place, Lonsdale's House. And in the girls' competition, in second place, the Strathcona Lodge Schoolhouse. There. And in first place, Case House. Please remember that each of you has a part to play in this interhouse competition, and it comes from your academic effort and your average. So, last week the headmaster spoke to you about making New Year's resolution and to make one that was to do better. Have any of you embraced this approach when it comes to your academics? If you have, I commend you. If not, it's not too late to start. Consistently striving to do better is a key element of academic colours. Colours are awarded at Shawnigan in 4 areas when you're a senior. Your house, each term of sport, your fine art, and finally your academics. While each has its own criteria, in the end, the common thread across all 4 areas is your proficiency and leadership in that particular area, or more importantly, the contribution that you make to make each a better place by your presence. So what does this mean for academics? Well, first of all, we're not just rewarding students who have the top marks in the school. For a high average, you earn a place on the Headmaster's honor roll. As you know, each assessment we also award effort grades. So effort also comes into play when your teachers nominate you for academic colours, but it's not just that either, as strong effort grades give you an invitation to Dean's Dinner. Academic colours start with both of these criteria, but it's a lot more. Colours nominees are put forward to Mr. Robertson after your teachers get together and discuss your contribution to your classes. Some of the questions we ask, which I think each of you could ask yourselves right now, are, is everything you do simply driven by the marks that you get, or do you show a love of learning? Are you a solitary learner in class who rarely opens your mouth, or do you contribute in class and support your classmates in their learning? Do you work alone in the evenings in your house, or are you the go-to person when people need help because they know that you are willing to give it? Are you a proactive learner that's on top of your work if you're away and attends a tutorial when you might not understand or miss a concept? In other words, do you take responsibility for your own learning and academic growth? Does your presence in class help to make the class a more positive, productive learning environment? Do you maintain a high level of academic integrity? Are you working to your potential? Overall, are you a scholar? So, how did you do with those questions? Colours are awarded at Shawnigan in grades 10 and 12, but your progress and contributions in other grades are also considered. So think how you answered. Are you doing enough to have your name read one day as a Colours recipient, or do you need to do better? If you listen to the official citation from the Gold Book of Academic Colours, you will understand why these are some of the questions that we ask. Academic colours will be awarded to students who consistently demonstrate superior effort, achievement, and leadership in their studies, while also maintaining a commitment to the many other facets of a Shawnigan program. Showing genuine interest, working to potential, and supporting classmates must be integral to a student's approach. Generally, students have studied at Shawnigan for more than 1 year, and at the senior level, both progress in grades 11 and 12 may be considered. I hope this helps you understand the qualities that we are looking for in colors, and what we, your teachers, see as the qualities exemplified by today's recipients. Without further delay, I would like to invite Mr. Robertson to come forward to present senior academic colors to the following students. Please come forward, accept your tie and congratulations, and arrange yourselves for a photo. I ask you to hold your applause till all the names are read. Senior academic colors are presented to Chloe Brigden, Melanie Jones, Anna Sholomenko, Chris Torrey, Darina Kolobova, Leah Sharon Duhamel, Zoe Colclough, Scott Leslie, Ivy Tsang, Bobby Weir, Naya Miranda, Flynn Dowie, Stefan Esquivel, Kyle Murdy, Alexis Welsh, Hannah Gibbs, Lena Nee, Colin Wong, Ben Heck, and Christina Shen.
Go down, guys. Go down at the bottom step.
Need a bigger altar.
We need less students.
Congratulations, all of you, and thank you, Mrs. Milne. Thank you for that. That was a lovely, clear explanation of that with some of the nuances that some of you may not have understood about our colours. So we're switching gears now, and I think Arian, I'm looking to Arian. Is Arian here? Arian's right there to talk about our shock, which he'll explain. Shawnigan House of Commons. And Isaac as well. Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Thank you. So hello, my name is Isaac Leroy, and this year I'm the Chief Electoral Officer of Shawnigan House of Commons, and I'll be working alongside the Honourable Speaker of the House, Arian Kocher, and our respected clerks, Carrie Walker and Benita Chang. We are excited to bring this sitting of the House of Commons to order, with this year's topic being Canada's military spending. In other words, the House of Commons will be debating much of our nation's expenditures, how much of our nation's expenditures should be allocated towards our military. We will now introduce the grade 10 students who have been selected to lead their respective parties. Once we hear from the party leaders, it will be up to you, the students, to decide who will form the Government of Canada. We highly encourage every one of you to come out and vote. Voting will be open today in the Ritz during morning break, lunch break, and after school until sport. I will now invite to the podium the Honourable Mr. Speaker to offer a few remarks.
I would like to invite the party leaders to make their way up to the front, please. Thank you to my esteemed colleague. Now I will call up the members individually from the front to deliver a campaign speech. We will first hear from the Honourable Member Georgia Hall, Leader of the Conservative Party of Canada.
Hello, my name is Georgia Hall, and I am representing the Conservative Party of Canada. We stand for a Canada that is strong, united, independent, and free. We stand for sovereignty and free enterprise, as well as opportunities for all Canadians. We believe in a smaller government and lower taxes will unleash the potential of all Canadians and build a safe, strong, prosperous, and healthy country. Today, I am standing here to strongly oppose the weak military spending position of the Liberal government in the current 2018 federal budget. Canada should be spending more, not less. It is outrageous that in an era of cutbacks, Liberals feel that spending money on legalizing new marijuana policies is important. When it comes to protecting our nation's sovereignty, they should choose to buy new airplanes for our Air Force. Previously, the Liberals' national defense budget was cut by 20% and then frozen in. Is this who you want governing and protecting your country? No. As the leader of the Conservative Party, I support my party's position that more money should be set aside to fund the Canadian Armed Forces. As a country, we should feel protected from coast to coast to coast. In addition, our allies and economic partners need our support at times of crisis. We are living in a world in which it is highly insecure and where a crisis could erupt any day, especially with issues surrounding Trump and North Korea. Increased security can be achieved through more planes, tanks, troops, as well as proper contributions to the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Tens of thousands of brave men and women devote themselves to your country's Army, Navy, and Air Force. They deserve to feel the support of the country. Now it is time to increase our security, strengthen our borders, and build our military. You can do this by voting Conservative. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Member. We will now hear from Malcolm Shields, the leader of the Green Party of Canada.
Good morning. My name is Malcolm Shields. I'm the leader of the Green Party of Canada for this year's Shock. What do you value? Do you care if you have clean drinking water, free of toxic chemicals? Do you care if the air you breathe is clean? What difference would anything else make if you don't have any of these two basic rights? The other parties are willing to trade these two basic rights for whatever is best for them. For us Greens, our water and our air are non-negotiable. However, that does not mean we will take shortcuts economically. We believe in the ecosystem as the environment, the source of our wealth and our health. Canada's forests, water, soil, and energy resources fuel our economy. However, if we treat our environment like a business in liquidation, those resources and our economy will suffer. We see the need for free trade of refined resources, privatized corporations, and low corporate and income taxes. Military spending is an issue that a lot of people don't pay enough attention to. The Liberals are trying to spend our money on something that Canada almost never uses. Canada generally plays a role of non-belligerent. They're taking your hard-earned tax dollars and wasting them. Those tax dollars could be reinvested into the economy. That's why we would cut our spending down to 1% of the GDP. Canada's military does not need more money. What needs more money is our economy and our people. So vote Green.
Thank you. Thank you, Honourable Member. We will now hear from Owen Bramley, leader of the New Democratic Party of Canada.
Hello, everyone. For those who don't know me, I'm Owen Bramley, as Arian just said. And lucky for you, I'm the head of the NDP party for this year's Shock. The NDP in Canada, as most of you know, is all about the people's general well-being. In this year's Shock conference, our topic is about military spending here in Canada. Currently, the Canadian government is spending 1.2% of the budget, which sounds like a small amount, but it's actually 18 billion Canadian dollars on our military. Last time I checked, we are at no threat from anyone or are we at war. So I question why we spend so much money in a cause our world leaders fight so much to avoid, other than North Korea and America. So I think that 1.2% should drop to 0.9%, allowing room for smaller communities around Canada to increase their infrastructure and social programs. Hopefully you can see where the NDP party is coming from and vote NDP. Canada is counting on you to make the right decision. Thank you.
Thank you, honorable member. We will now hear from James Pickles, leader of the Bloc Québécois.
Whoa, guys. So, hello. My name is James Pickles. I'm the leader of Bloc Québécois, representing, because party colors. Some of my party's main ideologies are sovereignism and promoting Quebec nationalism. Although it may not be popular here on Vancouver Island, we believe that Quebec should be a sovereign country, a separate, independent country. In fact, maybe Vancouver Island should become an independent country as well. We promote these as our ideologies because throughout the years, the Bloc Québécois has lost many seats to other emerging parties in the House of Commons, and we have become the minority that we all need to fight for. The question that we need to ask ourselves is, why do we need to fund our military to fight in Iraq when we have problems at home? We believe that Canada should not be even using 1% of our GDP on our powerful military, but instead use at least some of those funds to help out the middle and lower class, the underprivileged, and the discriminated people that don't have a voice in our democratic society. My party believes that we need to fund our military to protect ourselves against rare attacks that may come in the future, but because some battles are not ours to fight. We should all be proud of our armed forces that fight for our country. However, we don't need to expand our great military because the needs of our country come first. Thank you.
Thank you, honorable member. We will now hear from our last speaker, Ava Schumacher, leader of the Liberal Party of Canada.
Hello, my name is Ava Schumacher, and you're going to want to remember that for later when you're voting, because I am the 2018 Shock leader of the Liberal Party. The Liberal Party is the premier party of Canada. We represent the past, the present, and with your support, the future. In the 20th century, we have produced Canada's prime ministers for a consecutive 69 years. The Liberal Party stands for an improved Canada, with progressive views such as equality, fairness, inclusion, and diversity. Standing up here with me are a lot of extremist party leaders who think leaving our country virtually defenseless or spending most of the budget on military instead of creating a balance to also put some cash towards fixing some of our country's deep-rooted social problems, or even one who doesn't even care about this issue and just wants to be his own country, is the right path for us. These people need to understand that moderation in views is necessary, especially in Canada and when it comes to military spending. The Canadian government, which is currently Liberal, is spending approximately 1.2% of the GDP on the military. We'd like to maintain that current percentage because we feel it is necessary to always be prepared to defend our country and present ourselves to the world as strong and stable, unlike our neighbors to the south. We've contributed our military in Afghanistan in the recent past, and we will continue to assist in peacekeeping efforts in countries in the near future. The amount of money the Liberal Party would be spending is neither too much nor too little. It is the perfect balance for funding social programs and the military at the same time. After hearing all the party's different perspectives, you may still be pondering the different aspects of this issue. You may think this issue isn't important, especially because we are all teenagers who can't even vote. The way Canada is spending its money to strengthen the military is definitely not on your list of top priorities. But please remember that we are the future of this country. I mean, not me, because I'm technically not a citizen here, I'm American, but you guys are the future of this country. And we are voting to show how Shawnigan feels about the issue of military spending. Thank you, and vote red, not just because it's the best color, but because it has the best plans for the future of this country. Thank you.
Thank you, honorable members, and thank you, everyone. We will see you at the ballot stations that will be out at all breaks. Thank you.
Well done, all of you there. There's some good thought-provoking stuff. Now, you know, one of the things that we all find frustrating, or some of us find frustrating, I shouldn't say we all, is political apathy. right? Democracy rests on people caring, first of all, and on thinking, and then acting by voting. And so there's nothing worse than apathy. Apathy is really easy. You just have to do nothing and you can be apathetic. So don't be apathetic. Actually vote. Go there and vote, and try and think about some of those issues that our candidates or our leaders touched on this morning. Well done, all of you. I'm very impressed. So there we go. Black and gold, looking good for the most part. One or two need a bit of tweaking. Some of you are very black and gold. Some of you are very subtly black and gold. Some of you are not black and gold at all. Independent republics don't seem to be black and gold. That's a nice concept, by the way, James. This could be the independent republic of Vancouver Island. Yeah, maybe I could be the president. No. Okay, there we go. We have one new member joining us today, and that's Lauren Labrowski in Groves House Grade 10 from Calgary. Where is Lauren? Lauren? There she is. Hi. Welcome, Lauren. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day.